Does anyone out there know any industry anywhere in the world whereby if you lower competition, the consumer is going to be better off? I honestly do not believe that any exist. And therefore, it is my strong feeling that if all of the recommendations that relate to the mortgage broking industry from this Royal Commission are implemented, that Australian consumers will be severely worse off. And that's a terrible thing. Hence the motivation to record this short but important video. Right now, mortgage brokers are remunerated by the big banks, or by any lender. They pay us a commission for ultimately selling their product. And it makes complete sense that the lender pays the broker that fee for two reasons. The first is that we've done all the work to find the client, package up the deal, and see it through to completion. And secondly, let's not forget the lender's going to make a lot of money out of the client. They earn their net interest margin on the money that they lend, and in addition to that, they charge their own fee. So Commissioner Hayne, through the recommendations of the Commission, is suggesting that all commissions currently paid to brokers should be abolished, and if there are consumers that would like to use the mortgage broking service, they pay us a fee directly for so doing themselves. Two major issues with this. The first is that consumers have never had to pay such a fee, so why should they all of a sudden have to start doing so now? And secondly, there's the very real risk that whatever fee a mortgage broker has to charge, the banks could charge a lot less. And therefore we move from a level to an unlevel playing field. And that's risky business, as endorsed by the head of the Reserve Bank, the Productivity Commission, and others. In that scenario, obviously, a lot of mortgage brokers would be put under immense pressure. Many would not survive. And clearly, as the broker channel reduces, the alternative, the major bank channel, increases. And with more market dominance and power, the major banks can ultimately benefit in the form of higher prices. And the consumer directly, therefore, would lose. Let's bring it back to the consumer. We know that as at today, 59.1%, that's almost 6 out of 10 Australians, is currently choosing the broking channel as opposed to going to a bank directly to obtain their loan. We also know that through the Momentum Intelligence report, polling nearly 6,000 borrowers, that 96% of Australians whom are using mortgage brokers are either very satisfied or satisfied with the service they're obtaining, and that compares to only 67% of people that can say the same thing when they go to a bank directly. So clearly these recommendations are moving consumers away from their channel of choice to their less preferred channel where they're potentially going to have to pay more for the service. It does not make sense. Brokers promote competition, not only because we can help the client sift through all the options out there and find the best deal, but also because we enable the smaller non-major bank and non-bank lenders to exist because we are their sales force, we're their distribution, because they don't have the same marketing budgets and big branch networks that the big banks do. So please, for the benefit of all Australian borrowers, let's keep competition alive, support your local broker, and let's hope that whichever government is legislating these changes, they do so with common sense, and ultimately Australians aren't disadvantaged. Thanks very much for your time.